Hey folks, how's it going? I'm Josh. Today we're checking out Frankie Boyle on the Graham Norton Show. Guys, like I said, it's been a while since I checked out any Frankie Boyle stuff, like since the Mock of the Weekend compilations and stuff, until you guys recommended the Trimadol Nights. And I love both of those. They're fantastic. The Green Mile one was, oh my god, amazing. Because it's one of my favorite movies, and that was hilarious. I almost, man, I feel like I was about to kill over laughing at that one. So let's go and jump into this.
And I've got a boil. I just got with the squeeze. It's my favorite comedian. Frankie Boyle is here. Hey! Hello, sir. Sit down. Oh. Look at that boy. You dribbled a little now.
He has the look of someone who'd be dribbling whoever was here.
Are you dating Paul McCartney?
No, I pulled off Ringo.
Oh, what a lovely image.
I remember your workout video. It made me a lot more active.
Are you still into
Put
kind of
together
all that
weird.
fitness and stuff?
Well, you know, I'm Australian, and so we have an education that is really an outdoors education, and I love sport. You know, I always have. I like to ski, I like to surf, I do yoga, I horse ride.
Would you ever just feel like going, oh, fuck it?
Yeah.
I've made my money now. I'm going to let this slide. I'm not keeping this up forever, El. A couple of years' time, this is going to go.
Stress me. It's not stress for me. When I'm on holidays, that's when I get to do my sport. I don't get a chance to do it when I'm in the city.
Why are Australians so much better looking and happier than us, Graham?
I don't know, Frank.
That's not true. If that's not true, look at you. You're gorgeous.
Wow.
And look at you. You're gorgeous. I bought you a present.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
What is it? Well, it's not very
Something
big,
in my
is it?
pocket. Speak for yourself.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
I bought you a pair of knickers.
Is that what they are?
He's the one man in Britain that won't appreciate that.
Sport. Now, do you do much sport? No.
No. As a sort of semi-professional Scotsman, I'm just waiting for death.
Lifting up of the glass.
One of the many celebrities running the New York Marathon was Katie Holmes. Katie Holmes, you all know Tom Cruise's prisoner, wife.
She in the marathon is part of her training for an escape.
Like
they have a terrifying relationship.
It is scary.
I reckon if you went round to their house for dinner, she'd have just written "get help" in peas.
I think that, you know, just because he has a different religious affiliation.
Okay.
Is it just a religious affiliation?
It's about fucking people from the outer space.
I don't think they're fucking people from outer space. Because I want to sign up to that religion.
Were you watching the state opening of Parliament yesterday? It was on in the daytime.
In prime time.
No, but I mean, listen, they moved Cash in the Attic out of the schedules for us.
I'd like to see the Queen on Cash in the Attic.
It'd be a long episode. How much for this? How many millions?
Then the Queen came in the top 20 of the world's most glamorous women in Vogue.
You can't argue with that, can you?
I'd have to be running pretty low on porn before I started beating off to a £20 note. It would be easier to crack one off to Tony Robinson's Time Team.
Now, you've met the Queen.
I have met the Queen, actually. You're right. And I met.
I didn't remember.
Don't make this
You're
shit up.
reminding me of all this stuff.
How did you forget about meeting the Queen?
Wasn't it for there was the opening of the Commonwealth Games?
You're right.
They went, how do you do? And I curtsied.
Something else happened.
I handed a baton on.
Yes! She gave you a lovely baton. Was it a smooth handover?
Absolutely.
What was the idea? Why did she give you a baton?
I think I was starting or ending the race. I can't remember which one.
Hopefully starting, because if you were ending it and the Queen's there, that's a really slow handover.
It was an important moment for me.
The thing is, when things like that happen in your life, how do you know when you're dreaming? You know, I started a batting race with the Queen and I was leapfrogging over Lionel Richie. No, was that a dream? Is it really what London needs? I mean, I've been to the East End and those people don't seem to be crying out for a world-class dressage centre. There's not a Bangladeshi community there going, give us a velodrome!
they've now announced the mascots for the Beijing Olympics.
Right.
Here are the mascots.
It reminds me of the day I watched the Teletubbies on mescaline.
What a great day that was.
They were on mescaline.
I think it couldn't get much weirder for those guys.
Does Beijing look ready?
I think it's going to be ready. I mean, they're so organised. They get stuff done really quickly. Not using
Do you
those
hear what was coded in that? Not like England.
Didn't come from my mouth.
Well, they say the Olympics in London's going to rekindle English national pride. I mean, come on, for 9.2 billion, you could have written "fuck off Germany" onto the moon.
This is woolen underwear, but it's for people who like wool fetishists. Okay? Now, here are some of the happy models in their wool. You do sort of think, how cold is it in Germany? Like, so scroll down here. There's some. Now, gimp mask or man with bird flu. You decide. There's the full length look. Are you warm enough, dear?
I can see this taking off in Scotland. I can see that in the Dundee Ann summers along with crotchless shell suits.
Hello, Manuela.
Hi, Graham.
Hello. So now, who buys this stuff? Is it mostly men?
Often men buy it for their women.
Yes. Can't imagine the men who buy this have women, but
I think maybe they have ugly women that they're trying to cover up.
you've sent me a box of some of the stuff.
Yes?
Which is very nice. It matches your suit. But it has no eyes, Manuela.
Pardon?
It has no eyes.
This would be a terrifying episode of Crime Watch.
I'll have to take this pattern.
Yes.
Stop
Oh,
playing.
now,
If I can
Elle
move it.
McPherson is here. She also makes underwear.
Yes?
This is fantastic.
I'm sure I can knit things like you are producing, probably to 80%.
All right.
It's knitted underwear.
It's fantastic.
Oh, and then you put this underneath. Sorry, we're just working through
Very sexy.
a very large blue one. Is it in a light mohair, Manuela?
Let's strip that wee guy and put him in it.
He's ginger, isn't that enough?
Cold-blooded.
Now, but listen, talk me through this one, because this is, I think, this is for men. So this is a willy warmer built into
that's
some
fabulous.
sturdy underwear.
No. Those for dude's balls or something? Dick and balls?
And then, I'm so glad, do you know what I mean? Because how often do you go into a shop and you go, I'd love a gimp hood, but I'd like it with a sleeveless top attached. Hello? What? Isn't that genius? And it's so warm. It's lovely. Are these machine washable, Manuela?
Washing by hand.
You've got to wash it by hand?
Yeah, for about 2 days, I'd imagine. I'm imagining that you could leave a skid mark you couldn't take out with a fire.
You all shove down a little bit. There you go, all shove down. Here comes Elmer's person, Frankie Boyle, Katie Tunstall.
How are you?
Can I get you a drink, nibbles, anything at all?
Whiskey and some biscuits, Graham.
Oh, that'd be lovely. That's what you want.
Really?
Yeah. Now, have you met these people before?
No, nearly met Elle, actually.
Yeah, you did a gig recently
With
that I came to see.
Natalie and
Yeah,
Brulia did a
Natalie.
brilliant charity
You
thing.
were fabulous.
Were you there, Frankie?
No, I was
No.
leapfrogging Lionel Richie that night.
Did you busk for years? Were you like
Yeah.
a busker on the streets of Glasgow?
Yeah, a long time. I mean, I started playing guitar when I was about 16. And straight away started busking. Just wanted to play and...
But people say, like, audiences inside in Glasgow are tough. So presumably on the street, they're even worse.
But surely your competition level of other buskers is basically drunks with one eye playing a mouth organ.
really, really loud.
Our guest one more time, Katie Tunstall, Emma Grayson, Frankie Boyle.
So yeah, that was funny, man. I missed some of the jokes because I didn't know about the Attic show. I should have paused and looked that show up. Like they said Fortunes in the Attic, I think is what it was called. So I need to look that up. And like, I really thought it was gonna be super Frankie Boyle heavy. And there were like Frankie Boyle, yeah, he did tell a lot of jokes and stuff in here, but it really felt clipped up really weird. They felt like they gave a lot of time to that, not a lot, but a decent amount of time to the lady. Yeah, I really, just because to Frankie Boyle and Graham Norton, it was really focused on Frankie Boyle, but I think felt like he only got about maybe 30-40% of the time. Like he had a little bit of banter back and forth with her, but it was like, you know, a big chunk went to Graham, some went to her, then the other girl came out, and I think maybe Frankie had about 30% of it. So my expectations just were different. Doesn't mean I hated it. I did enjoy like the jokes and stuff he did tell, and the ones that I did get that I didn't miss, like the Attic show and stuff like that I know about, which I assume is something like maybe Antique Roadshow or something, where you look at what's in your attic and see what and find out it's worth a certain amount of money, yada yada yada, and then some people become rich, some people don't get anything. I'm guessing it's like that, something like the Antique Roadshow. But I will look it up after this. Kind of forgot about the whole Tom Cruise rumor thing with her being like a prisoner. People saying that she was a prisoner and stuff. The whole Scientology jazz. And also now, I don't think I can ever watch Graham Norton now after that episode of Extras when I forgot the actor's name, but he was like making fun of Graham Norton, and it was like it was really funny because he was so pissed off. Felt like his career was over and just like talking mess about Graham Norton. And I guess he essentially was saying like Graham Norton's format is stupid and he didn't like it, but that was funny. So now I'm gonna look at him. I always think about that impression old boy did, and yeah, I thought this was edited a little odd, just the way it transitioned a lot. I know you have to do that like with YouTube though. This stuff gets blocked, so can't really knock them the way they edit it. And they probably had to clip some stuff out after they uploaded it as well to make just to keep it up. But YouTube so strict, they'll come in like a year later and you'll get a manual review and they'll like claim it and block your stuff, and then you have to edit that out. So that may have been what happened too to make the editing so weird with the transition and stuff like that. Or it could just be me. It just felt like it was cut off at weird points and popping back in at weird points. Like the clip where he just Frankie Boyle just laughed and then it transitioned right back out. Like it just didn't feel natural. So I'm thinking they maybe had to edit it after they uploaded it. That's all I can think of. This is pretty old though, so the afterward editing, yeah, that wasn't even around then. So they just edited it this way. Like I said, it's not like I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. I think about that lady who was on the phone who like she sent this stuff and like they're making like jokes and stuff about it. Like, man, I like, is this bothering her? Is this breaking this lady's heart that they're like talking shit about her little inventions? Or is she like, I don't care how much shit they talk. This is giving me free advertisement, so I don't care. Talk all the shit you want. I'm gonna get some sales from it. I'm on a popular TV show, so she probably looked at it that way. That's the way I look at it. All publicity is good publicity. Mouth is getting dry. So yeah, that's how I would look at it. But yeah, man, I enjoyed this. Not as much as other Frankie Boyle stuff though. I think I went in with too heavy of an expectation just from watching stuff like the Tremodal Nights, watching the Michael Jackson's Children's Hospital, the Mock the Week. I thought it was gonna be really heavy like that, but I should have known he couldn't be too crazy on Graham Norton. So because Graham Norton's a little more cleaner, isn't it? I can't think of anybody. No. Miriam goes a little wild on here with the stuff she be saying about like showing people her tits and all that shit. So I think he probably could have went on a little wilder. I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. All right, guys, man. That is all for this one. Hopefully you guys are happy, safe, and healthy. And I'll see you in the next one. Later.